So what's changed in here?
The space. Like a lot of things, a lot of little things. You know, it's so crazy because every room that I have a memory in, like in a very elaborate memory. And, you know, just even coming through the doors, through the weight room, there was never a middle door there. Had to go around and just, you know, even the calf built out. In the room that I was in with the defense, it's still the same, but memories in there just kept going on and going on. So, you know, I'm still processing everything, for sure.
How long has it been since you've actually been in here? Was it right after 2015 season?
Yeah.
You never
stepped foot back in nowhere on the grounds.
Does it feel weird, like deja vu, sort of, or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm still processing it all. Like honestly, it's just I know I've been here for like a couple of days, but still, you know, it's kind of grew me up. This place grew me up a lot.
Well, even your departure was weird. I mean, you had the tag and then you didn't. And
yeah.
Like, did they call you in March or whenever that was and say, hey, you got to turn in your playbook, or had you already done that?
Well, you know, that's a long story. I might not have time for it right now, but I'm sure we know who the culprit was behind that situation. So that's a one-on-one with me and you one day.
Have you been wanting? Go ahead.
Oh man, well, you know, 2 + 4 = 6. But now I think high school is one of those things that my family always wore 6, even middle school up through high school, and you know, 24 chose me when I went to college, and it chose me through the whole entire time I was in the league, just about. And then coming back here, you know, 6 weeks to the big dance, it just a couple things just come through your mind. It's just all these things just add up. So manifestation, all is in that number. So I just, you know, it's just one of those things that stuck with me along the way.
Josh, how neat is it to see Steve get his opportunity as an interim head coach, and just what do you think of the job he's done with the team so far?
Well, honestly, man, like, I don't think I really noticed, but Steve been ready for this opportunity for a long time. Even when I was here, you know, he had that book, green book he pulled out. It's like, listen, I'm gonna be ready when my chance comes. Like he had everything detailed, the notes and everything set up when we was in the office sitting with him. So I just knew it was gonna happen. He manifested that thing 10 years ago. Well, probably a little bit under that, but you know, just to see it truly happen. He was born here, so it's an extra sting, and I think his story is something for the ages, and I'm sure he'll write his tale one day, but it was quite special to see him actually do it, because he was in the league with the Cardinals, and then he went college, then came back, and then, you know, it happened. And just like that, you know, he's the man, so.
Josh, you were part of that 2014 finish when they put you back in the lineup after you lost your job. And how is what you're seeing here? Now you're the old guy they bring back to put in there. But how is what you're seeing here this year similar to what that 2014 was?
You funny. Always been. You always been. But you know the crazy thing is, it's one of those things where, you know, trust builds confidence and confidence builds trust. They go hand in hand. And, you know, playing with Wilks, being on the team back then, and, you know, having that mindset of, you know, no matter what, you always in it. The dog-like mentality. What he coached, you know, laying bricks, you know, for things that make a break up play is eyes, feet, hips, hands. Just all of that, man. It's still there. It still resonates. You know, I carry that whenever I left here. I still was doing that stuff. So it's just like, you know, riding a bike without training wheels.
You mentioned Wilks. Would you be here if he weren't the coach?
No, I can't answer that. I really can't answer that. I can't say if I was or if I wasn't. Just how it all came about is just, it's a real live, true story that, you know, guy has the wheel. I'm just a passenger on this ship. And it's kind of like I said out there, it's like you in a dream or a movie, but it's actually real and it's happening. It's like one of those, an out-of-body experience. I'm still trying to process. But you can't make it up. It's one of those trips that just has a great tale to it. And let's just come and captivate this thing and cap it off with, you know, a win and keep on going and laying those bricks and those foundations to, you know, building what this team can become. You know, it's that mindset. It's that mantra of who we are, you know, that keep pounding mentality. And when I was here, got to get that in this building. I'm sure the guys here got that. And we just got to carry it on and come guys that like myself who was in that whole time when keep pounding was a thing, when it was really like the mantra that stuck with us when we went out there on that field. You know, you can feel it from each other. And they have it. Just bring it out a little bit more. And we're looking forward to this week. That's the plan.
Can you take us through that phone call as to how this happened? You mentioned how surreal it was. What do you remember about the moment when you and C. Wilks connected about returning to the team?
Honestly, I think we just connected. We always been connected. It really was. I mean, his family, you know, Marcy, his wife, you know, little SJ, all those guys with his family. We just always just been tight, you know, been close. And, you know, he had an event I went to his event as well, and I supported it always. It just happened. Really, it was. It was a combination of things. I can't say what here or there. It's just we just had that connection, that bond, and it just brought us together. You know, God's favor.
What kind of shape are you in?
Kind of shape? Guess you're gonna see Sunday if it happens, right? But no, we good. I felt good out there, you know. And what's so crazy? I really took it all in when I was back there. It's just crazy because it was just like the out-of-body experience, just walking back through the same places I was, still working out in the end, you know. I love this thing. I love this game, and it really brought me to like being a kid again. Like, dang, this is fun. Like, shit, it's fun. And those guys being out there, seeing them play, you know, kids game for King's Ransom it's truly something to behold, and being able to see that again, all over again, 10 years later, 11 years later, is just so surreal.
You take great pride in shutting down Julio Jones and Mike Evans. Now they're both on the same team. How close are your skills to be able to do something like that now?
They've, you know, skills always been there. There's never been a problem with skill set. Those guys obviously is at the top of their game. I mean, still today, nothing's going to change that. Their numbers are in the record books just because of who they are, you know. End of the day, those guys know me, I know them. And, you know, see what happens. It's Sunday, right? So we're going to have some fun.
Did Wilks say anything at that event like, hey, are you in shape in case something happens down the road?
No. It never was nothing like that. It really was about charity, honestly. It truly was about charity and giving back to as many kids and helping them as much as we could. He's always been a charitable guy. That's kind of like, you know, what I love about Wilks, because we got that same thing in mindset to want to give back, you know. And it was just truly an honor for us to be there and being able to support, you know, giving in that time.
And what have you been doing and where have you been doing it since the Niners season ended? Like, have you been working out, hoping that someone would call?
No, I was never hoping. It was just the fact that I was just working. You know, I was in a coffee shop working. It was pretty cool, too.
Really?
Yeah, I was a barista. But, you know, that's a whole nother story for another day. This part was, for me, it was just exciting because I knew it was only a matter of time. As soon as for me, it was just like playoffs. When we got through that time, you know, seeing who was going to be viable. This came up, and like I said, I couldn't even, you know, write the script even better than what it is. You got an opportunity here to do something great. You know, all that time I was sitting down was just like reflecting on all of it. And when the time came, yeah, I was going to be ready.
Where was the coffee shop?
That was in Atlanta.
How long did you do it?
Probably all season.
This whole
time.
Really?
Really.
Josh, I know that you
Cam
and
venture?
Cam had,
Talking about that shit.
Josh, I know
Was
that you and
Cam
Cam
part of
have maintained a relationship since you moved on. Have you had a chance to speak with him since re-signing?
No, I haven't spoke to him. Not yet. Anyways, I'm sure we'll talk. Not right now.
So was Cam part of your shop?
You said what?
Was Cam part of your Atlanta venture?
Nah, Cam was across the street.
In his cigar?
It's a car pad.
Really?
So he on one side, I'm on the other side. He on Walker's, I'm on Peters.
You're
So it's
competitors
kind
once
of
again.
If you want to say that, Dave. If you want to say that. Well, we're not competitors. We actually are. We are great business pals. I'll say that. He's across the street. I'm on the other side of the street.
What's the name of your place?
Did I say I had a place? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought it was
Nah, I was
yours.
just working there.
Okay.
What were you doing?
You a barista? Barista?
Yes, I can barista. Yeah.
Okay, you sick with it?
Barista?
Sick.
It's,
Listen, those are a lot of questions.
it
Those
sound-
are a lot of
Josh,
questions.
it sounds like you were think you said this, sort of waiting to see if someone would need you for a playoff run.
Well, no, I mean, it was more so just, buying my time and literally looking at it from the scope of, whenever somebody or a situation happen, I never know. That's all in God's will. It really is, inshallah. I just was going to be ready whenever that time did come because I already know I had it, and what we have in us is something that's quite special and unique that only I know how to do in a sense. Whenever it is a situation where I can come in and help, I'm going to be about that because what we do when we get out there, we're a turnover machine. That's just how we are. That's how we operate mindset-wise, and just being, physical at the point of attack. And that's the mindset and DNA we always had ever since Wilks instilled that into us. So that wasn't going to ever change. It's just a matter of time when it was going to happen. Here we are.
Josh, I know you've done a lot of pretty long playoff runs and won some important awards, but what would it mean to come back here and then cap this with winning potentially an NFC South championship?
Well, the plot would just be a little bit thicker now, wouldn't it? I mean, I think that it would mean everything because you look at the guys that came with me and before me, Julius. I mean, Dan Morgan, like all those guys, and even so much so, like Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Charles Johnson, Roman Harper, Kurt Coleman, Peanut, all those guys, man. Like, you can't really write a script like that, but I carry all that with me too, in a sense, because all those guys played here, and they was a part of that championship, so they know what it feels like not to win it. And so if we get an opportunity, we're going to do everything we can to get us to the point. That's for sure.
All right, guys, let's give the last one to Joe.
Josh, David asked you about Evans and those guys.
Yeah.
What about stepping right out and facing Brady?
Well, listen, man, I think it goes to saying, he's the greatest to play that position. I think it's going to be cool. It'll be cool. I got tons of respect for that guy. He knows that. We're good friends, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure he will be too. A lot on the line, a lot at stake. So we're going to have fun, that's for sure. We're definitely going to have fun. We're going to let our hair down and, be the DK That's for sure. And hopefully, we'll settle it at the end.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Josh.